Hello everyone, welcome back to Concept Decoder. My name is Vigneshwaran. Many of you have already seen me in another interview video where I was giving an experience of clearing 2019 SSC, and if you don't know about me, I'm just telling about me first. My name is Vigneshwaran, and I have cleared SSC JEE 2019 with an All India rank 24 and regional rank 1. And I have already shared my experience how I have cleared the exam and what are all the strategies I used in another video. You can see that video in the description box, or you can watch the video's content in the Concept Decoder channel. You'll get it. So why I am here is this time I'm going to guide you for clearing SSC 2022. Right? Many of you are already in very shocked situation because in just 4 months you are having your SSC JEE exam, and it was expected to be occurring in 2023 March, but preponed has happened, and that's why many of you would be in a really confused state how to approach this exam, because many of you would feel that time is very less. If you just count the time, it will be around 120 days, nearly 4 months, and there will be a big question mark, can I still clear this exam? Okay, so I'm here to guide you that and give you motivation that you can still clear it, because when I was preparing for SSC 2019, I just had 2 months to prepare my exam, and you know how much I have got. I really got 384 marks, and in prelims I got 140, and in mains I got 245 out of 300. So in a total of 500, I got 384 marks. So yeah, so I feel that I am more suitable to guide you at this particular moment. So let's see what is happening in this video. Whether you get motivated or not, you just mention me in the comment. Okay, so the session will be like this. I have classified the session into 4 parts. The first part, I will give you first of all hope. Okay, because definitely many of you have a big question mark in your heart that only 4 months is left, and can I still clear this exam, because it's an all India level exam and competition would be higher. So many of you have definitely got a doubt whether you can clear it or not. So first thing right now you need is a hope. So I will give you a hope that you can still clear the exam. Not only just motivation, I will just say you how much marks you can score if you start from today. Okay, so first part will deal with your motivation for facing the exam, and the second part will be like I will be giving you strategies how to prepare for reasoning, how to prepare for general awareness, and how to prepare for civil in the coming 4 months. So the main intention of this video is just these things, giving you hope and the strategies to crack different subjects like reasoning, civil and GK, right? And one more thing I wanted to tell you that whatever the reference I gave you, let it be the books or test series or any coaching, anything, all those are personally experienced by me, and there is no promotion in this video. Everything I followed by myself and I found it very useful, and I'm going to say you only those reference. So if you like, you can just follow those reference and you can prepare for the exam, right? And apart from that, if you want to ask me any other question, or you can, if you want to ask the questions to our sir, Piyush sir, you can call him, or you can follow my Instagram ID. You can, I have attached my Instagram ID on my YouTube channel link. You can reach me out directly for any queries. Okay, so let's start our session. So first thing is the hope. See guys, everybody had a mindset that SSC is going to happen in the March 2023, right? So it was, we had around 8 months of time. So many of them have already started the preparation and planned according to the 8-month strategy, right? They would have planned a different way to approach the exam, but suddenly it's a miracle that SSC preponed the exam. Okay, so we just have 4 months now. Can I still face the exam? Okay, 2 kind of students are watching the video. First one is already in the preparation. They are already attempting many exams, and they are in a mode already to face the exam. Okay, for them it's not going to be a big deal, but there is 95% of population watching this video. They are just about to start the preparation, right? You are just planning, you had just planned to prepare for the exam, but suddenly this happened. Okay, so now can you still get this exam cleared within this 4 months? I would say definitely yes. Okay, and I can even say you that how much marks you can minimum score, that is the minimum marks you can score, and maximum depends on your capacity. So, okay, so see guys, there is 4 months time left, right? How much marks you can score is 140 marks in prelims, that is minimum. Okay, now this 140 marks can be 150, 160 and even 170 out of 200 based on your hard work. But if you follow this strategy which I am mentioning in the video, if you are following my guidelines, you can easily score 140 marks in your prelims exam by just preparing for the next 4 months from the scratch. Okay, no need to have previous knowledge or anything. From the scratch you are starting, but from now you can easily score 140. Now many of you would have questioned me, 140 is not an easy game because general cutoff generally goes till 125 or 130, right? For civil nowadays cutoff is rising. It was last time when I was writing it was 120, and after that in 2020 it again reduced. But I'm telling you that 140 you can score. Is it really possible, you may ask, but it's definitely possible. Okay, first of all, my first advice to each and every one of you is that just forget about your reservation. Let you be SC, ST, OBC, in reserved or unreserved, just forget about your reservation. Okay, just don't depend on the reservation cutoff, just aim for the general cutoff, that too 10 marks more than general cutoff. Then only you can easily crack this exam, because if you just plan for lesser, you will get even lesser. If you plan for 140, you may land on 130. If you plan for 150, you may land on 140. Okay, so my first advice is just forget about your reservation, just concentrate on 140 marks. Okay, now how to get this 140 marks? See, I will tell you a very simple strategy. Okay, this is the minimum marks you can score if you follow the strategy, right? Now I will put you a small calculation, 140 marks. How to get this 140 marks? See, reasoning is a cake for you in SSC, because it will be so easy. You can easily score reasoning. Out of 50 you can minimum score 45 marks. Definitely you can score 45 marks. If you have not having any idea on reasoning, don't worry, I will say you how to prepare for reasoning, but just trust me, you can easily score a minimum 45 marks in reasoning out of 50. Okay, that can even go higher. You can also score 50 out of 50 if you put sufficient hard work in it. Okay, so 45 marks you have already got in reasoning. Okay, and then comes your general awareness part. In general awareness, for out of 50 you can easily score 30 marks. I'm not just like that telling, I will definitely tell the strategies to score this 30 marks, how to score this 45 marks, and I will tell everything. Just have patience and watch the video fully, right? So now how much mark you are having in hand? 45 marks plus 30 marks, it is going to be 75 marks, right? Remaining how much marks is left is in technical part, that is 65 marks. You can easily score 65 marks if you are having a decent preparation in your SSC, right? I will tell you how to score the 65 marks. Obviously I won't leave you just like that. So this is how I planned you can easily score 140 marks. Okay, 45 plus 30 plus 65 is your target. You can easily score this mark from each and every section. So in this way you can score 140 marks easily. Okay, just forget about mains. Don't think about mains for till your exam is completed. We have a lot of time after prelims exam for mains, so no need to worry about mains. I will definitely come and guide you for mains again, but for now your target should be 140 marks. Okay, now this is the main thing. 140 marks if you are getting, you will be in the all India rank already, right? Now mains will be also coming. You can easily score in mains and definitely will be in somewhere in top 20s or top 30s. Okay, now how to get this? Section by section we will decide. Okay, I have said you a basic blueprint. Minimum you can get 140 marks, but provided there is one condition. See, 140 marks you can get, but there is one condition. What is that condition? You are preparing for a group B post, that too an engineering post, right? For engineering, if you want to enter into a government sector, there is only two phases. One is your SSC and other one is your ESC, right? In these two phases only you can enter into a central government job in an engineering post. And we all know about ESC, vacancies are reducing and it is bit higher, we need to put a more hard work on that. Okay, so the next step to enter into a government job, that to a central government engineer, let it be a CPWD department, CWC, MES, or whatever department SSC provide, let it be anything, the grade of that post will be group B. Okay, you know how much facilities they are giving for group B. Okay, we can discuss about it later, but I'm just telling you, you are going to get a handful of salary. You are going to get 60,000 per month in your hand, and gross pay will be around 70,000, right? It is the updated version. Maybe your basic pay will be less, but after adding all the allowance, you will get 60,000 per month, right? So for that salary, definitely you need to put a hard work. Okay, that is the main condition for this exam. You need to definitely put a hard work. Another 4 months is there, and you have to minimum put 10 to 12 hours of study if you really want to get into this post. That is not only, this is not about your salary, you have a lot of respect, lot of facilities, everything is available in this post. Okay, so this much of standard they are giving for this post, so that much of hard work you also need to provide, then only you can get this job, right? So hard work is in the sense you need to just prepare for at least 10 to 12 hours from today, because you just have 4 months of time. This is not possible that you will just study for 2 hours and you will clear this exam. No, that is going to definitely not happen, right? Definitely you need to give a certain amount of time, that is 10 to 12 hours of your study time for this exam. Then nobody can stop you from clearing this exam, right? This is the major condition. If you fulfill this condition, not only 140 marks, you can even score 160 plus marks. Okay, but you need to be very consistent, very focused, and you have to give your 10 to 12 hours of your time, right? Now let us get into the section. Now I said that in reasoning you should score minimum of 45 marks, right? So what should I do to get this 45 marks? See guys, very simple. Reasoning and especially SSC, it is not at all a big deal to prepare. Okay, I would never suggest you any book for reasoning. I will never suggest you any course for reasoning. All I suggest you is get the previous 10 years question paper. Okay, if possible you just take the original question papers, print out. I just need the 50-50 questions of reasoning. Okay, it should have the all 50 questions without the answers. Okay, this is the way to prepare for reasoning. Okay, just have the question papers, just start practicing. You don't need to have any concept of reasoning. You know the basic reasoning skill like number series, you know how to crack number series, how to work on alphanumerics. Basic idea is enough. Okay, no need to have full depth concept, no need to have idea till your banking exam, no need of that. If you know the basic reasoning skill, just take your 10-year question paper, continuously solve the reasoning. But the main important thing in reasoning is that the time. Okay, 45 marks is our target, but this 45 marks you need to score in the 40 minutes. SSC, the major challenge in this exam is your time. Just 2 hours of time and you have to prepare for 200 questions. You have to approach 200 questions. Okay, and for reasoning you should not take more than 40 minutes in your real exam. Okay, but while practicing you can, in the initial state you can even take even 1 hour or 1 hour 10 minutes for solving the reasoning 50 questions. Okay, but believe me, just keep on repeating these 10 question papers. You have to keep on repeating, and you must have a look on your watch. Just try to complete this 50 question in 40 minutes. That should be the main target. Initially definitely it will take time. You may solve the 50 question in 1 hour 20 minutes or 1 hour. The time will get reduced as soon as you put a complete practice on these 10 papers. Okay, nothing else is needed for reasoning. Just follow this 10-year question paper, continuously solve them with a time, setting a time. Okay, then reasoning part will definitely clear. I just did this one and I got around 45 marks in reasoning. Nothing else I did. I just took the previous papers, I just continuously solved back to back, and after a period of 1 month, I just took 1 month time for reasoning, nothing, not more than that. You can also start reasoning after 2 months, right? Just prepare on the technical part for the next 2 months. In the last 2 months, you can start your reasoning, the same thing which I said. Okay, start solving the previous paper with a timing, and definitely that is more than enough for reasoning. Nothing else they will ask, and pattern will be the same. Every year they follow the same pattern. So if you follow the past 10-year question paper for reasoning, That is more than enough. No need to go for any books or any test series or any coaching. Nothing is needed for reasoning. Okay, so in this way you can easily score minimum 45 marks, and you can also score 50 out of 50 in reasoning. That is in your hand based on your practice and your methodology to prepare reasoning, right? So this is all the first 45 marks I would recommend you. Okay, so now you got the 45 marks, right? You have no doubt in preparing reasoning, right? Nothing to worry about reasoning. Just take 2 months time for reasoning. Only solve the previous year question paper, provided take a note on your timing. Okay, now the next part is your technical part. Technical part is for 100 marks, and people with very good preparation can easily get 85 out of 100. Okay, and people with the very normal preparation can easily get 65 marks. Now if you are following the strategy video, and you, based on your effort, you can minimum get 65 to 85 marks. It's up to in your hand. How much marks you are getting in technical is in your hand. You can minimum get 65 if you are following this strategy, and more than that, if you are working hard, you can easily get above 80 also. It is not so tough to score reasoning technical in SSC JEE. Now how to score the 65 marks? See guys, for civil engineering there are nearly 14 subjects, right? I would say that the list of, I will give you some list of subject now. If you prepare on these subjects, you can definitely get minimum 65 marks, and these are the easiest subject as well as most important subject for SSC JEE civil engineering, right? So the subjects are soil, RCC, SOM, building mat, survey, estimation, fluid, highway, irrigation. I repeat, these are the important easiest subject in which you can minimum score 65 marks. Okay, minimum, but it can, the weightage if you calculate, it will be more than 75 or 80, but minimum you can definitely get 65 marks. Their subjects are, I am repeating again, soil, RCC, SOM, building materials, survey, estimation, and fluids, highway, and then your irrigation. Okay, now what are all the unimportant subject for prelims? Okay, all the subject I mentioned is for prelims. For mains the subject will be differing. I will talk about mains later in another video. For now my concentration is only on the prelims exam. So what are the other subject which are unimportant, and you don't need to, even if you don't prepare these subjects, it won't create much damage for you. The subjects are structural analysis, steel, and EE hydrology. Okay, these 4 subjects, if you don't put much concentration also, it won't affect much on your mark, because the major weightage subjects are already I said. If you prepare that major weightage subject properly these 2 months, all the courses, like I mean the lectures, notes, and practice, if you do all these 3 things, definitely you can get minimum of 65. Okay, also if you prepare essay, EE, and hydrology, these subjects, if you are focusing little also, you will get extra of 5 to 10 marks, so you can easily cross 75-80 marks out of 100. Okay, now okay, you may, somebody may think like this, right? You are easily telling that we may get above 75-80. How can we get this much marks in technical? See guys, SSC is an exam which requires a lot of practice, because there is a time limitation in this exam. Okay, you need to attempt 100 questions within the span of 1 hour. Okay, because in 2 hours I said you have to do reasoning part in 40 to 45 minutes. Remaining 15 minutes you can spend for general awareness. So 1 hour is completely eaten up by reasoning and general awareness. Remaining 1 hour you need to do this question, that is in 60 minutes you have to do 100 questions, right? So in order to do this much, definitely a lot of practice is required. So while preparing the technical subjects, okay, I already said the important technical subjects, right? If you are starting from the scratch, okay, definitely you need to build up your concepts. That is a very important thing. Okay, so how can you improve the concept? See, there are 2 ways. First thing is two ways to get the 65 marks. First thing is you need to build up the concept, and the second thing is a definite practice. A solid practice is needed. Okay, for concept, I used what I have followed is Concept Decoder channel for making my notes, and I also refer to some standard books also for this thing, concepts. Okay, but I won't suggest you to look into standard books right now. See, for concept build-up you can easily get the channel. Obviously Concept Decoder is there, you can get buy the course, and you can watch the lectures from sir, and how many days I should take to finish the concept. This will be the question. Okay, now you have 4 months, right? Definitely for practice you have to give the last 45 days minimum. Okay, I said no, it's 4 months, so 120 days. In this 120 days, definitely last 45 days is needed, definitely needed for only practice. No concept studying, no notes making, nothing, just practice. 45 days is definitely needed. Okay, so remaining 85 days is all you have. Remaining 75 days is all you have for what? Your concept building and notes making, everything. So I would suggest you, for the next 2 months, if you are starting from the scratch, for the next 2 months, just focus on completing the syllabus. Okay, don't worry about practice for the next 2 months. Just, I have mentioned you the important subjects, right? You just follow the video lectures, whatever you are. If you are having any sources, you can follow that. If you don't have any sources and you are asking me to refer something, then I would suggest you to follow the concept decoder courses, because I followed him, so I can with full confidence I can say you can follow him. If you are already following a source, or you have any other different idea for studying, making notes and preparing for concepts, you can follow that. But if you are asking me, you can follow concept decoder course for SSC JEE. You can easily get into all the concepts, whichever I have mentioned the important subjects. Okay, so for the next 2 months, you need to only focus on the concepts. You need to prepare notes. Although if you have many notes online, if you need notes, you can also reach me out in Insta, or you can reach sir. I can give you free notes. If anybody is not affordable to get notes or question bank, I can provide you with that. You can message me, or you message sir for that. I could definitely help you. So first 2 months, definitely you need to make notes and get clear with your concept. That is very important, because once you are done with your concepts only, you can practice a lot of questions. Otherwise, if you are started to practice question directly, you won't get any idea about what you are learning. Basically, it will be blank. Although if you solve hundreds of questions also, there won't be any idea that you studied. Okay, so definitely a strong, at least a medium base is required for your concept. So for that, you just spend for next 2 months for the concept. Okay, and the remaining 2 months you need to prepare for your objective, right? You have to solve a lot of objective. During my time, I used to prepare 400 questions per day for civil alone. Okay, I used to split my subject. I used to study 4 subjects per day. Concept also same strategy, and objective also I applied the same strategy. Those 4 subjects per subject, I used to solve 100 questions. Okay, so in that way I used to practice minimum 400 questions per day while my practice session. So after the 2 months of concept preparation, later the next 2 months you have to practice a lot. You have to minimum solve 400 questions per day. Now, where to follow this, where to get this 400 questions per day, from where I can practice? This is a very important question. Many of you would be having a lot of ideas. Okay, many outdated books are still famous. Many of you would say that Gupta and Gupta, you read Gupta and Gupta, you read Jairam Reddy, it will be more than enough. No, it is totally out of trend. You don't follow those books. The books you should follow right now for practice is Youth. Okay, there is a book called Youth for JEE as well as AE. Okay, I would suggest you to buy the JEE and AE book. It is updated versions are available in Flipkart as well as Amazon. You can use that book. Okay, it contains all the questions asked in the AE and JEE exam of all the state, and also SSC JEE exam is also included. Okay, so definitely this book will definitely give you a high practice, because the question, if you count, it will be around 20,000, 30,000 questions will be there. Sufficient questions will be there. You will definitely be very clear with the practice part if you are buying this book. Okay, I can understand these books are very costly. Many of you would definitely feel problem in getting the book. For them, I have the older version of it. Okay, I cannot fully say that in this video. Okay, but if you need help, you can message me. I can only say that because I cannot be very open. Maybe you would have understood what I can give you. So I have something for you. Those who can't afford, you can message me or sir to get the PD. Okay, to get that right now. So for practice, I have said what books you should use. First is Youth. If you have completed Youth, then you can follow Made Easy objective book, IES objective book. These 3 books, if you are completing, no other is needed for practice. Okay, for test series you can follow textbook or grade up, both are very good. You can follow textbook for practicing. On test series you can follow textbook, right? This is the thing for technical. If you just follow the strategy which I said for technical, definitely you will get 65 plus. First thing is concept. For concept, where to go? Either concept decoder, or you can have whatever sources you have, you can follow that. The next thing is the practice. For practice, where you should go? Youth book and IES and Made Easy objective books. Okay, for help I have mentioned you what to do, right? This is the way you can score 65 marks. And if you are really following my advice, you can, and putting the required hard work, you can even get 80 out of 100. That is guaranteed. Okay, just follow these 2 things. Now how much marks I have said you? 45 in reasoning and 65 in your technical part. So it is around 45 plus 65, it's like 110 marks is already in your hand. Remaining 30 marks is obviously from the GK part. Now this GK part is a big confusion for many. Many of you would have been struggling to get a good score in this part. Okay, first of all, I got 35 out of 50 in this part. Okay, so how did I manage to get this much? See guys, I did not put a lot of hard work in GK. I only know SSC's GK is direct question. Okay, what you study is going to come in your paper. That is the pattern of SSC GK. Now how to cope up with? I only studied 5 subjects in general awareness. The first one is history, polity, geography, current affair, biology and statics. Okay, static GK. Only these 6 subjects I focus in GK part. None other subject I never studied. Okay, I just follow these 6 subjects because very high weightage is given on this 6 subject. Okay, current affair is a big important thing, because in current affair you can easily expect 12 to 13 marks in current affair. So in 12 current affair you are getting 12 marks. Let us have minimum 12 marks in history, geography and what else? History, geography, biology and one more thing I said, right? 5 marks average you will get. So definitely you can easily cross 35-40 marks if you just read these subjects. Okay, so for the GK part, the most important subjects are these things. Okay, now how to do this? See, same strategy for GK also. You have to have a little bit, not necessary that you should have a full conceptual idea. At least basic conceptual idea is needed. For example, if you are preparing polity, you have to know something about Indian Constitution, something about president, something about prime minister, what are articles, what are parts, what are schedules. You should basically know these things. Okay, so for building up concepts, what you can do is 2 things are there. One thing is you can follow a book, and I would suggest you to follow a book as a second option. But first option is that you can use short videos, like you can see videos, lectures from YouTube. There are a lot of free sources. Or if you want to prepare systematically, Concept Decoder is also providing a course for GK, so you can also enroll in that course. Or there are many free sources, you can use those sources to build up your concept. Okay, history, geography, polity and current affair, biology, these are the most important part you have to focus. Okay, once you have built up the concept with the video lectures, and many of you would recommend books, right? Many of you would say in many videos you would have say Lucent is a book for GK. Never follow Lucent. If you follow Lucent, you will never study GK. I will tell you, because that is having too much of information. That much is not needed for SSC, and that book is printed in such a way that you will definitely get sleep while reading. So don't follow Lucent. I would recommend you to buy Made Easy GK book. Okay, you can get it on Flipkart or Amazon. This is the best book for general awareness if you are starting from scratch. Each and every word on this book is a question. So I would definitely recommend you to buy this book if you are preparing for general awareness self. Okay, so this book is more than enough for learning, and the few things which you have to memorize, everything will be given in a proper systematic way, which you can easily practice and you can easily remember. Okay, so I would recommend this book or video lecture for reasoning concept building. Okay, similarly, once I have already said you in technical part, once you have built up the concept in the first 2 months, in the next 2 months you have to practice a lot. So practicing, where you can practice is Kiran SSC previous year questions. There is a book called Kiran's, okay, Kiran's SSC question bank. In that book you would have all the question bank, SSC JE, SSC CGL, CHSL, all the exam conducted by SSC's question will be in one book. I would recommend you to buy that book also for your practice of this one, general awareness. Okay, and for general awareness, once you finish the concept part and you go to the practice session, you can minimum spend 200 questions per day for general awareness. So for civil you are solving 400 questions per day, for general awareness you are solving 200 questions per day. So after 2 months of your practice, concept learning part, when you are getting into the practice session, you would have minimum solving 600 questions per day after the next 2 months. Okay, so just imagine per day if you are solving 600 questions per day, in 2 months of span how much question you would have solved. So this is the way to prepare for SSC. So after 2 months you would be, your confidence level will be such a high that nobody can even touch you from clearing this, nobody can stop you from clearing this exam. That much of confidence you will get if you follow this strategy. Okay, high practice is needed for SSC, because I already mentioned 2 hours of time, 200 questions. That is, in 120 minutes you have to solve 200 questions, so that you won't have time to think. After seeing a question you don't have time to think, just after seeing the question you have to answer. So for getting that much of confidence, this much of practice is needed. Okay, so all these things only is required to clear SSC JE. So I hope you would have been got a clear-cut strategy how to face the exam, right? So if you follow all the thing which I said you, all the recommendations, all the books, definitely you will get a very good mark. Not only 140, you can even put more hard work and you can take the thing serious. You can easily get 150 plus marks in SSC prelims exam. Okay, so this is what my advice for you. I have said you everything. I have said about reasoning, I have said about general awareness, I have said about technical part, what books to follow, what sources to see. I have said you everything. Now all you have is your hard work. This is the main thing. Whatever you do, you just do with your full confidence. Okay, you should first have confidence on you, because such a competition requires high level of self-confidence. If you don't have confidence in you, then you won't be able to achieve it. Okay, first you believe in yourself that you can definitely achieve it, then only it is possible. See, basically our mind is designed in such a way that whatever we think, we become. If you think you are a topper, you will be topper. If you think you are not able to do things in studies, you want to roam here and there, you will definitely roam there. Okay, you don't get confidence in study. So basically your mind is what everything. How you tune the mind, you will become that thing. If you are thinking yourself as a JE, you will become a JE. If you are thinking yourself as a AE, you will become a AE. If you think yourself as a private company employee, you will become that. Okay, just train your mind what to do, what not to do. Okay, so for the next 4 months you definitely have to work really hard. As I mentioned, just spend minimum 10 to 12 hours of your study time. If you are going to job, I would suggest you to drop your job and prepare for exam. If you are going to college, I would suggest you put as many holidays you can do and prepare for the exam, because this thing requires a lot of time and dedication, and risk is an important thing. You should take a risk in order to get or achieve something. Okay, so leaving your job is a risk, I know that, but clearing exam will definitely change your life. Okay, so I have experienced it myself. I was in your situation before 2 years. I was watching strategical video like you before 2-3 years, but you can now see my place, my position. I have cleared the exam. I was not a good student. I was not so well in studies during my college. I just got 6.5 CGPA in my college days, and I got only 60% in my 12th. But you can see I got All India rank 24. Okay, so this is what required. I just thought that I will definitely become a JE and I will definitely become All India rank holder, and I became that. So I will just give you advice, just have full confidence on you. you are the only one who can believe you. Nobody else will have that much belief on you. Okay, so believe in yourself, you can easily achieve this thing. Okay, and for your motivation, you can see my reaction video, my mother's reaction video when I got my SSC result. I have uploaded it on my YouTube channel, Concept Capsule. You can just put SSC reaction video, you will get that reaction video. It will be a motivation for you, how your parents will feel when you clear this exam. Okay, that was my live reaction of my mother and sister when I cleared the exam. So it will be a boost up for you to prepare this exam. And if you have any queries related to exam or CPWD department, if you want to know anything about the SSC JEE, you can reach me out. I have already said you my Instagram ID, or if you want, you can contact sir and get my contact detail, and you can contact me. Okay, so I wish you all the very best for this exam. I hope this video is really helpful for you. If that is really helpful, I would like to hear that, and I would like to see your comments, how it has changed your mind from the starting of the video to end of the video. So I would like to hear that from your mouth. So I'm not that good in English, so I'm so sorry if I made any grammatical mistake in English. So I hope you would adjust that too. Okay, thank you so much guys, and have a great day. Goodbye.